Thank you for stopping by Eric Wilford Watson's The Reaction Lounge. I'm out in front of my green screen with a cigar and a beer, and that can only mean one thing. I'm going to react to something. And because I'm a narcissist, I assume you want to know what my opinion is on things. So please hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss future videos. Recently on this channel, I did a reaction to First Blood, the first Rambo movie. I hadn't seen that movie in maybe 30 years, and I don't know if I've actually seen the entire movie all the way through. I had a really great time watching it, and after the movie was done, I wanted to know what happened to Rambo after that. So I'm going to react to Rambo First Blood Part 2. I'm really glad they didn't call the movie Second Blood. This movie is apparently the more famous Rambo movie. This is the one where he really goes and murders a bunch of people with a machine gun. Don't really know anything about the movie. I've seen bits and pieces of it, I think, through cultural osmosis living in the United States. I am aware that it's basically Rambo going to Vietnam to free POWs. And I have some vague memories of him shooting things and blowing things up, but I really don't remember the story. I probably saw bits and pieces of it here and there, but I don't think I've ever sat down and just watched the movie. So I'm going to do that for the first time right now. TriStar Pictures. You don't see that logo very much anymore. And we start off with explosions immediately. I mean, they wasted actually 0 seconds. The first thing you see is an explosion. But it's a fake-out explosion. It looks like a mine. It's not war, but, you know, still. Any movie that starts with an explosion gets a thumbs up on my part. Oh, I get it. This is Rambo in prison doing hard labor from... Apparently he didn't get the not guilty verdict after being arrested after his rampage in Rambo 1. Oh, where are they taking Rambo? Oh, military guy from the last movie. I forget his name, I forget his rank, but he's the guy who trained Rambo in the previous movie. I'm glad to see they got the same actor back.
That's all. We want to stay here for another 5 years.
5 years? That's not a bad sentence for shooting up a town and killing people.
In here, at least I know where I stand.
Prison camp you escaped from at 71's a target area. Nobody knows that terrain better than you do.
Okay, so he's being recruited out of prison to do secret mission thing.
And if the mission's successful, there may be a presidential pardon.
He has to think about it.
Sir, do we get to win this time?
Do we get to win this time? Interesting. It was a good camera angle, too. The camera looking down over the barbed wire with Rambo on one side and his old boss / friend on the other side. Good cinematography. And it wastes no time setting up the premise of the movie. He's in prison. He has to do a mission to get out of prison. It's a story that's been done before, but it works. Ooh, Rambo, First Blood. I like the fiery Rambo. I'm pretty sure this is the movie most people think of when you say, think of a Rambo movie. I think this is one of these few sequels that is more popular and more well-known than the original. Vietnam, you have to have the son with the helicopter shot. I think that's mandatory for a Vietnam movie. Well, I guess this technically isn't a Vietnam movie. The war's been over for a long time, but whatever. Jerry Goldsmith does the music again. I like Jerry Goldsmith. I'm glad that they reused him. He did a good job scoring the first movie, and he's done a lot of excellent movie soundtracks. I especially know him from Star Trek. I'm a big Star Trek fan, and Jerry Goldsmith did some fantastic work with the Star Trek franchise. So anytime I see his name in the credits of a movie, I'm happy. Screenplay by Sylvester Stallone and James Cameron? Really? I didn't know James Cameron had any involvement in this.
That'll be all.
Today's cigar is a Monte Cristo classic. This is not a sponsorship. I just like cigars.
Get over to the hangar. You're the chosen one, huh?
Yes, he's the chosen one. He's supposed to bring balance to the force.
Charge of special operations from Washington.
Thank you, Colonel.
He's been in a lot of movies too.
No problems? Language qualified, 59 confirmed kills.
Do those 59 confirmed kills include police officers in Oregon?
So I know what you and every vet feels now. Maybe the government didn't care. Maybe certain...
You know what I like about this movie already? Is you don't need to know anything about the original Rambo movie to get this movie. You just know that he's in prison for something. It doesn't really matter what.
Target camp, you're to confirm their presence.
Sorry, I'm missing the exposition mission briefing.
Photographs? Check. Look at this photograph. That's photographs. Under no circumstances are you to engage the enemy.
Why do I feel like that's not going to happen? He's going to engage the shit of the enemy. If he's working with the military, are they going to have him get a haircut? Or they just want Rambo to look cool with his long 80s haircut? Futuristic technology. With beeps.
You may find this hard to believe, but all this is for you.
And our computers beep.
Start APU.
Okay. Close up on the muscles. Oh, he's sharpening his knife. So what does pushing the buttons on those computers actually do?
Stop and smell the roses, okay?
Yeah. Run into any trouble?
It's already the epitome of an action movie, and nobody's died yet.
One I trust.
I'm pretty sure they would have made Rambo get a haircut before sending him there, but whatever. Even the pilot gets a close-up of his wrist moving the throttle.
Party time.
Excellent.
Party time. Excellent.
And there's immediate problems where he gets... Yeah, that would suck. Rambo's gonna free himself with his knife. Wow! So he's way far away from where he intended to jump, and he lost his equipment. So I'm guessing he's gonna have to go after that first.
Didn't see anything.
And there we go, Rambo running through the jungle. Is he gonna find where he lost his bag? Uh-oh, I don't like snakes. Well, that seemed unnecessary. And he's sneaking up on random person who just happens to be there.
Rambo! Tôi đang nấp.
She recognizes him.
Tôi đang ăn một món.
We better go.
Oh, that's the person who's waiting for him. Okay.
How come you're so late?
Got hung up.
Got hung up. Ha ha ha. Uh-oh. People with guns. So who are these people?
Two pirates.
Best way down. Takaan.
Oh, look, a dog.
Hát mày quên. Một. Tao ta đá một.
Come.
They couldn't afford subtitles in the budget. It was just too much.
How you get into this?
Watch the first movie.
Why you leave on me?
All the soldiers returning. Just kind of worried.
Then I take his place. It's too much death here. Live the quiet life.
Yeah, she's gonna die. She's making plans for the future. That means she's gonna die later in the movie, right?
I'm expendable.
Well, he's gonna be in the Expendables, but that's not for quite a few years.
What bring you good luck?
Okay, the scene is lasting too long.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
I guess this
is character development. We're supposed to care about this woman, so we have to spend a few minutes with her, I guess, whatever. She's going to die later anyway, right? I'll be very surprised if she lives
Damn good man, Troutman.
Ah, beer. Cheers, folks. Light beer. It says so on the can.
But I thought you're supposed to only to take pictures. What about orders?
No more orders, Cole.
No more orders. Rambo's trying to be all stealthy. Like, I just take a crap in there or what? Is that the outhouse? Are we going to try to establish these guys are doing bad things before Rambo starts killing them? Oh, that looks like a jail. That might be where the prisoners are. Yeah, and there they are. Complete with rats and spiders. So it's like, what, 10 years after the war ended? So these guys would have been there for a while. Ooh, are we about to get our first kill? Yep, there we go. That was the first blood of the movie. Yeah, death number 2. Right to the forehead. Do you have clearance, Clarence? Roger, Roger.
We have clearance, Clarence.
Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Why is that?
They move us around a lot, harvesting crops. Only been there a week.
Well, that explains why they couldn't find him.
A year. Yeah. What year is it anyway?
What year is it? I'm guessing this movie didn't get a wide release in Vietnam. The random cuts to the command center where they're standing around, just to kind of remind us they still exist, even though that's not where the action of the movie is. Would it have killed him to put in some subtitles?
What has happened?
We sold out.
Uh-oh. Ooh, little knives. Now I've officially lost count of how many people died. Oh, that was a pretty cool kill. I miss the blood squibs. They don't do that in movies as much anymore. They always use CGI blood, which doesn't look as good. I like the actually exploding blood packets that they had in movies back in the day. One of the bullets would accidentally hit him by now, you'd think. Ah, yeah, the rocket launcher. Kaboom! Oh, how's he gonna kill him? Oh yeah, big knife. Big knife. Come on, come on. Yeah! It's officially an action movie because he jumped away from an explosion at the last second. Starting to think maybe she will actually survive the movie. We'll see. Something's got to piss Rambo off where he goes on an even bigger killing rampage.
Rambo, you're not expendable.
Not yet. Those movies don't come for several more years. Uh-oh, he's been spotted running through the wide open space. This would create one hell of a diplomatic incident.
They've got one of ours.
The station's on condition drop.
Oh, that changes things, right? Now he's no longer skeptical.
I want you to abort the mission immediately. I say again.
Oh,
Recall. Confirm. Over.
Say again, Coach One.
I didn't expect that.
We've got him in sight. Murdoch, you read.
He doesn't want there to be POWs, so he's going to act like they aren't there.
Don't be a hero.
Well, that sucks. But we have to have the rest of the movie happen, so, there's that. That's not good. Well, somebody's not happy.
You know what the hell you've done? If your warrior had gone in, done what the hell he was supposed to do, we'd be out of this clean and simple.
That excuse leaving him there to
A
die.
couple of forgotten ghosts? Men, goddammit! Men who fought for the country. That's enough!
Good argument. Not like the point's being made, but it's a well-filmed argument. Two angry men yelling at each other. It works.
And if I were you,
It's a good scene.
the mistake of bringing this subject up again.
You're the one who's making the mistake.
Yeah, what mistake?
Yeah, that guy's going to get his comeuppance.
Rambo.
Haha, his mistake is using Rambo. He's staked down in the pig slop. A pig sewer. That's pleasant. What we have to do in this movie is make us hate the enemy so that we are excited when the enemy's killed. It's good storytelling. You want your villains to be unlikable, and doing horrible things to your protagonist solidifies you not liking them. So it's a well put together story. Simple, but effective. And then they bring in the Russians to make you not like him even more. This is the height of the Cold War. America was reeling after the events of Vietnam. It makes sense. Russians and Vietnam, both communist countries. And there's more people for Rambo to kill. Presumably. He's having a shitty day, literally.
They lack compassion.
That ceiling fan has its work cut out for it. By the way, none of this seems familiar. I thought I might have watched bits and pieces of this on TV at one point, but really, none of this seems even vaguely familiar to me. So I don't think I've actually watched this movie.
Possible harm can that cause?
I have a weird craving for Vietnamese food all of a sudden. Kind of sounds good.
Oh, just opposed by an act of fate.
Puts the knife in the grill to heat it up. Nice.
Of war criminals held by this republic.
That's one thing about these old movies, is they're very clear cut about who the good guys and bad guys were. In modern times, the way the world is geopolitically, it's hard to have just an enemy country that we can make movies about. I mean, we are antagonistic with China, but we trade with them. So we can't really have a war movie against China. We tried to do that with Red Dawn, but they re-edited it to be the North Koreans. And nobody really get that excited about a war with North Korea movie. So, back in the 80s, we had the Soviet Union. We had no problem having villains be the Russians. And maybe that day will come again with Putin, but we'll see. It's just fun to have a good guys versus bad guys movie. No gray area, just good guys and bad guys.
Strength.
Okay, remember a minute ago I said none of this seems familiar? I do kind of remember him being tortured with the bed springs and electricity, so I must have seen this at some point, but it was so long ago I don't really remember. This part is vaguely familiar. And it's a good excuse for Sylvester Stallone to show off his muscles.
You may scream. There is no shame.
You may scream, there is no shame. I like the lights dimming. That's That's a nice little. That's a nice little way to show that this is really bad. The lights dim. They're running so much juice through them. The lights are dimming. Oh, she snuck in, pretended to be prostitute lady, but she's there to help. Oh no, they're gonna torturing Sylvester Stallone didn't work, but will he give in to save the other person? I thought they were going to torture the other guy, but ow. Ow.
If your life,
Oh, yeah.
perhaps his,
Okay, so they are going to do that. They just wanted to hurt Rambo first. No. Interesting. It's well shot. I like the lightning flash, and you see the guy's face. It's well done.
now.
22056.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Lone Wolf, receive.
Your friend dies if you do not answer.
Why do the Russians want him to? Why do they want Rambo to talk to him?
Well, this is Murdoch. We're glad you're alive. Where are you?
We're glad you're alive. Asshole.
Murdoch. I'm coming to get you.
And then escape time. I like it. You knew he had to escape somehow, but it seemed like a fitting time. The Jerry Goldsmith score works. It's not really a theme song. It's just sort of militaristic kind of music that works in the background. You're not really supposed to notice the music is there, but it adds to the tension. It adds to the excitement. Jerry Goldsmith is doing a good job with the music in the movie. Another excuse to flex his muscles. Cheers, folks. Please hit that like and subscribe button. It helps us out tremendously on the Reaction Lounge channel. I hope you're enjoying this reaction. Cheers. Let me know in the comments, what should I react to next? When they fade to black like that and then come back in, they do that quite a few times in this movie. It almost seems like they're putting those there for commercial breaks, but this is a theatrical movie. It's just weird. They do that a lot in this movie. Weird editing choice. The shit's about to hit the fan.
The shit's gonna hit the fan.
You look like
And now that he's spending time with his lady friend, they have a soft focus on the camera.
maybe. What do you do now?
Get a
Try
haircut,
getting
maybe?
across through Thailand,
Yeah.
then go America.
They mentioned Thailand. Maybe I want Thai food instead of Vietnamese food.
You take me.
Now that she's making plans, I'm thinking she's going to die again, because that's a movie stereotype. Character making plans for the future, dies. Uh-oh, I'm making plans to get Thai food. I'm making plans for the future while on film. Uh-oh. Here you go, yep. Shirtless, shooting a machine gun.
You're right.
And she got shot.
Rambo.
Yeah.
When I said she was going to die, I didn't think it was going to be in the next few seconds after that.
Not
Well, now he's extra pissed off. Now he has someone to avenge.
On this project.
Do I get the rescue team or do I go over your head?
You don't seem to
I like these two people arguing with each other.
You're just a tool.
You're just a tool.
We're the machine.
They're going the extra mile to make sure we really don't like this guy. Oh, here we go. Tying the headband. Oh, and he puts the thing on his neck. Now he's turning into even more of a killing machine than he already was. This movie is not helping the Vietnamese tourism industry. Silent kill. Rambo going to take them out one by one. The arrow goes right through his body, like all the way through up until the feathers. And how's this guy gonna die? Ooh, gnarly. I like it. I like how they cut from one thing to another. He's covered in mud. 2 seconds later, he comes up out of the water. It's great. What's the matter? Chicken? Again, they do that weird fade to black thing like it's a commercial break. Ooh, which one's Rambo going to kill first? I like the point of view shot. That's interesting. A lot of extreme close-ups in this movie. Is the blood trail intentional so he can lead him into a trap? Oh, yeah, it was the chicken blood. Oh, nice. He's going to burn them all to death? Is that what this is? Haha, nice. I like it. Kaplooey. How much explosives can you fit in like a one inch arrow tip? Oh, yeah. Bulletproof Rambo. This really reminds me of that sequence from UHF, the Rambo parody. The guy just can't hit him, but Rambo blows him up. I like it. That is just this. I don't remember that scene from this movie, but I do remember the UHF parody, and that was basically the exact same thing. I like it. Uh-oh. He's going to explode right behind him. Yep. Explodes right behind him, and then he jumps into the water to safety. Sort of a cliche now, but this is, 40 years ago, so maybe it wasn't quite as much of a cliche back then. Holy crap, 1985 was 40 years ago. I feel old. Yeah. This guy seems to have the upper hand against Rambo, but that's not going to last long, is it? You throw him out the helicopter? Yeah. Could have used a Wilhelm scream there, folks. Yeah, good idea just to jump out of the helicopter. They mentioned earlier that Rambo knew how to fly a helicopter, so they set that up. Enough with the weird fade to black thing. It distracts me every single time. Did they have television commercials in mind when they filmed the movie? It seems like they did. Yeah, now he's going to blow shit with a helicopter. I like it. Lots of explosions. I mean, what more could you ask for? It's a Rambo movie. You want to see people get shot and you want to see stuff blow up, and that's what we're being given. This is fun. I'm having fun. Oh, yeah. Now he got the machine gun. Oh, that's the quintessential Rambo shot right there, isn't it? Uh-oh, he's still alive. Are they going to fit in the helicopter? Got him. And the triumphant flight away with the prisoners in the back, having been rescued. Triumphant music. The prisoners having bad teeth is a nice touch. Apparently they didn't give them toothbrushes in the prison camp. Oh, now we get some aerial combat, huh? It's a good-looking movie. You'd believe this is actually Vietnam. Well-shot fighting, well-shot combat. A little silly that the good guys don't get shot very much, but it works. It's fantasy. I mean, this isn't supposed to depict what actual combat looks like. It's just male fantasy combat, video game combat. But it's fun, and it works, and there's actual tension and suspense. The explosions look good. You hate the villains. What more do you want? This is basically the perfect action movie for its time. Bad guy even has a smile on his face as he's doing this. Oh no, okay. Actually, not what I expected. Rambo gonna suddenly jump up and fire his rockets. Smile. Oh. Yeah, I like it. I was thinking they had one more rocket on the helicopter or something, but that works too. Hopefully there's enough fuel to get to friendly territory.
Arriving with American POWs.
Everybody's excited except that guy. Yay! Uh-oh.
Glad you made it!
He deserved that. Is he actually going to murder the guy? Or that. Not the blinky computers. He has a right to be a little angry.
Like you. Accomplished.
He's going to stab right next to him. Yep.
Mind you.
I like it.
Come back with us.
Back to what?
Well, he's not going to agree to a sequel before the contract negotiations. I mean, come on.
And what is it you want?
I want
What does he want?
for our country to love us as much as we love it.
Interesting.
That's what I want.
And our servicemen deserve that. And they didn't get it after Vietnam, that's for sure. They had another little fade to black right before the credits. Well, folks, that was Rambo, First Blood Part 2. Kind of confusing that the word first and two are in the same title, but whatever. I wholeheartedly love this movie. I think it's one of those rare sequels that's a step up from the original, sort of like Mad Max and then Road Warrior or Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. This is one of those sequels that outshines the original, and I think this is deservedly so the movie people think of when they think of a Rambo movie. 100%, I love this movie. A little predictable, but who cares? The movie did do a few things that surprised me. It's good action. It's well-shot action. It doesn't try to be more than what it is. Yeah, they have their little political message about the POWs, and they have their little political message about how veterans are treated, but it's not in your face. It's just believable that that's what that character's viewpoint would be. And they presented it well. It's just an excuse for lots and lots and lots of people to die, and I love the good guys versus the bad guys. There's no gray area. There's the villains, and there's the heroes. Yes, the heroes do some shitty things, but they are on the side of the righteous because they're trying to rescue the POWs. At least Rambo is. So you root for him. And I think it's a nice conclusion to the previous story where he goes off the rails because of his interaction with those shitty cops and has sort of a PTSD moment. And this is sort of a redemption story where he gets to accomplish something he wasn't able to accomplish before. So he has a win under his belt for a war that America didn't exactly triumph. He gets to triumph personally by rescuing people that were left behind. It's a touching story, but really it's an excuse for lots and lots of people to die, which is exactly what the movie should be. 100% this movie gets my highest recommendation. I think it holds up fairly well. Modern audiences might not like the pacing of it. It takes its time to get things set up and all that. It doesn't have the quick cuts and things, but I think it still holds up as a good action movie today. As I said earlier, what movies should I watch next? Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see me react to. And if you like this channel, you can support this channel by purchasing my novels, Judas Kissed, Becoming Quincy, or Death Siren. As an independent author, I appreciate every one of my readers. And who knows, if you pick up the book, you might even enjoy it. Until next time, folks, thanks for stopping by the lounge.